Europe is eye candy for Americans.
Bonjour, grazie mille, so much. So that means thank you so much.
You might not believe me, but Italy is a day trip from New York, and you're coming with me.
Whether it's a day trip to Europe,
Buongiorno.
a month-long bike ride across Great Britain, or an invitation to family on a pricey Arctic adventure, Americans are heading overseas in record numbers, and many are taking it to the extreme.
We've really seen consumers rethink where they're putting their money. Increasingly, they've just decided that however the economy ebbs and flows, travel's just that one thing that they don't want to sacrifice.
More Americans than ever are packing up, prioritizing travel with some who are not afraid to spend.
Notwithstanding, we all spend a lot of money travel. I really come back from trips re-energized, and I feel a richer person as a result.
For Al Lenza, money isn't an obstacle. The semi-retired tech executive and his wife spend anywhere from $100,000 to $200,000 a year treating their kids and grandkids to luxurious vacations.
We've been able to do an extended trip to the Chilean Patagonia. We've done a circumnavigation of the UK. We've been to Morocco, Marrakesh. We've been able to do several trips in the Mediterranean, a couple in the South Pacific, including New Zealand and Fiji and some of those beautiful islands.
You've got boomers that are beginning to retire. They have money saved up, but also the younger travelers. You talk about a demographic that has really just rethought where they're putting their money, how they're prioritizing travel.
Some younger explorers like Nate Esther and Anna Lee are finding ways to turn the traditional 2-week vacation into a month-long excursion.
Like the traditional just 2 weeks of vacation is a struggle for me. I'd like to take these bigger trips like every other year if possible and not just have to like quit my job. And they've been very supportive of that from the beginning.
The married engineers got their employer's blessing multiple times for their month-long cycling trips.
We're not like bicycle freaks in our regular life. It just became such a better way of like experiencing the world than shuffling in and out of crowds all the time.
One of the things that's really wonderful about bike touring is you're experiencing areas you wouldn't have gotten to otherwise. You're moving at a human pace.
This summer, the 40-something couple rode from Scotland to southwest England.
With some trains in there, we ended up riding about 540 miles. You get to eat as much as you want and you're getting fit, so that part is cool.
They're part of a new wave of global travelers. Back in 1990, less than 5% of Americans held a passport. By 2025, that number skyrocketed to over 53%.
I travel at least 3 or 4 times a year. I've also really felt as I'm getting older that if I don't do it now, when will I?
Professional photographer and retiree Addison Olean prefers extended trips that allow him to immerse himself in different cultures, recently spending 2 months in Italy.
Because of all the people that I met and their stories, I wrote a 4-act opera, complete with the music underneath the storytelling that's going on in the opera. Are issues going on today with each of us and the magic that comes from the connection with one another in the community.
Still, not all the locals are so welcoming. For the last 2 summers in Europe, protests have erupted against sightseers and over-tourism. Residents in Naples, Italy, marching against short-term rentals and the impact on neighborhoods. In Lisbon, Portugal, locals took to the streets demanding protections against rising costs brought on by tourists. And in Barcelona, some locals squirting water guns at sightseers.
It's a catch-22 because obviously a lot of these places really depend on tourists from all over the world. But it can be overwhelming. The cost of living, apartments, the Airbnbs of the world drive some anxiety on their part.
Those higher costs are also a big focus for Nate and Anna, who say they live modestly to save up for their trips.
We don't want people to think that like, oh, we just have a ton of money and like we can do all this stuff and like really dedicate to put money towards these trips.
I think that just being more flexible both in how you approach your travel, how you think about it, how you plan your travel, I think really leads to some of the best, most memorable experiences.